Hey man, good morning. I hear you well.
Morning, Ari. Morning, Carlos. Yeah, I think we're just going to kick off because I want to respect your time, guys. But first of all, I'd like to thank you for joining this session today. It's going to be a very short session, but of course, uh, some of you, I already know you are working with some amazing organizations, either outside and inside of Haiti. So my name is Davidson Toussaint, and I'm the co-founder and the chief marketing officer for NGO. So this is a project we have been working on for some time now, about 7 years. And Debbie's here with us. If she wants to do a presentation about the organization, and we take over.
Thank you for the offer. However, my presentation on that is actually next weekend, the 22nd. So if anyone is interested to join, you'll have me all to yourself. I do not want to take away from Davidson's presentation today.
All right. So thank you, Deb. So NGO basically it's a for hub for organization and a platform where we connect grantors, nonprofit, business, and facilitate the collaboration between them. And today we have a bunch of sessions that we already uh, uh, have in terms of marketing, sales, how to reach out. And today we are very happy to talk about how nonprofit organization can leverage partnership and collaboration to create a greater impact. So probably some of you might be asking why I need collaboration because I already have everything that I need with my organization. So, and this is a question, of course, a lot of organizations working not only in Haiti, but also outside of Haiti, asking, why should I have a partnership or collaboration with another organization or grantors or stuff like that? So first of all, we need to understand by having, partnership, by collaborating, we can expand the reach of the organization and also uh, make connect with more communities to know about the work that you are doing. So partnering, collaborating with other organization mean that you have different communities coming to know the exact work that you are doing in your community. And also that can increase the kind of resources that you use for the work that you are doing in the community you are doing it. And lastly, you can create a lasting change by having other partners to collaborate with you on the vision that you have for a specific community. So we're going to dive into, how many, we're going to dive into the key benefit benefit of a strategic partnership. And this is basically one of the things that we also doing as a soccer deal because we're in talking with different organizations, whether in Haiti or outside of Haiti. And if I can mention it, one of the organization we are working with is HDI that allow us to, leverage what we call resource sharing. Resource sharing is when we have access not only to the expertise that the other organization already has, or funding, for example. If the organization already have more funding than your organization, by partnering, by collaborating with them, that give you access to that. And in terms of technology, for example, NGO just developed that website, we we understand. Welcome, I don't know, darling. Um, um, NGO already developed that technology, which allow us to recruit other organization, create a database of what they are doing. So that allow HDI, for example, as a partner, to have access to our database, to organization that we are working with, etc. But I think the most important thing that happened in this collaboration and partnership is that we are able to make to have a bigger impact in the community that we are working in, several communities that.
Davidson, we lost you.
Yeah, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So if you are working as a single organization, and of course you're going to be limited. You're going to be limited in terms of the community reach you can have. But now, let's say you partner with USAID. Unfortunately, USAID is no longer for now. That gives you access to another community of organization of partners because USA they collaborate with a lot of organizations, they collaborate with a lot of communities. So you automatically, depend on the work that you do, have a greater reach because you have this kind of collaboration and partnership. And of course, as you as you as you expand your reach, as having more resources and collaborate with those kind of brand of organization. Let's say, for example, as an organization, we work like with Kellogg Foundation. Kellogg Foundation is one of the largest donor in the U.S. and they known in Haiti for that as well. So, and they are an institution, a very credible institution. Now you working with them, meaning your brand collaborating with their brand, that gives you a lot of credibility in the nonprofit field, or either the community that you are serving or the organization that you can partner with, because they see you collaborate with uh, USAID or Kellogg Foundation or the US Embassy or the French Embassy. That give you more power to serve people, to improve the kind of work you are doing in communities, and also to reach out to all partners. Do you guys have any question for now? Seems like not. All right, so we're going to dive into a little bit the type of impactful partnership you can have. First of all, you can have the corporate a partnership. A corporate partnership, it's not purely finance, but it's mostly finance and calculation. I remember, for example, we have the Tourism Innovation Summit happening. We have some corporate partnership with the U.S. Embassy, for example. Actually, it's a government partnership, but we have some corporate partnership with Soji Bank, with Sunrise. With Sunrise, they give us like a 19-seat plane to bring people to Cap Haitien. So it was not financial, but just imagine we had to spend that money. So whatever money we were to spend in plane or ticket, we can spend it in something else because we actually have the financial backup for it. So the government grant and policy collaboration is mostly you do it as just mentioned the U.S. Embassy. So the institution like U.S. Embassy, they have some specific kind of program, like program for women, program for small entrepreneurs, etc. So if your organization are doing work in this kind of field, so you will be more able to find grant that in relation to the work that you are doing. Again, I can take that as an example, as Tourism Innovation Summit get some grant because we include the participation of women entrepreneurs in our activity, and they were able to cover the cost for those women to participate at the Tourism Innovation Summit. So nonprofit to nonprofit, this is simple. Probably most of you already have this kind of partnership, where, for example, if you work in education, you can actually reach out to another nonprofit working in the same field, and you guys create something uh, uh, together. And again, I can also take as an example me working with Paoli Action, which is in Haiti. They work in education, building school, helping so many children. So we had this partnership with Woden Dad in the Netherlands. So Woden Dad is I will say the main sponsor for this program in Haiti, but they also a nonprofit that poor resources. Since they work in education and they don't want to come to Haiti to do exactly the same work that Power Action is doing on the ground. So they work with them, they give them resource, they give them the expertise that they need, and they are able to carry the work for the education field in Haiti. So academic work is mostly, you know, the kind of work basically you can do in terms of, you know, research and knowledge sharing. So we do a lot of that uh, 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 with South NGO, for example, because we develop case study, we look into certain fields like understand the data, how that work, you know, how we can prevent certain things, how we can increase partnership, how we can increase funding for nonprofit working in specific field, etc. And lastly, you have the community, which basically around culturally relevant solution. You work with the community, you understand what they need, you understand the culture, you are able to communicate in their language, and you will be able to deliver more and create a greater impact in this community. So, type of impactful partnership, I think we got this. So, building strong partnership step by step. This is basically very short. It's not something, of course, you can, as you work on your strategy to develop partnership for organization, you can take that as a small example, but and develop it into what you want it to be based on the vision of your organization. But I think the small step you can take right now as an organization or individual working in a specific community, you can identify the goal and the need. The goal and the need mean you seek partnership that align with the vision that you have. Let's say, for example, I know I'm going to put my friend Ali in the spotlight. He does a huge festival in Semak. So now you work in the music field. So what you want to do, you want to seek partnership with people, with institutions, with cooperation that actually support those kind of event. And it goes the same way for education. It goes the same way for agriculture. It goes the same way for let's say, for example, you empower nonprofit to do for greater impact and stuff like that. So I really feel like the first step you should take is to identify the goal and the need of your organization, and then identify partners that work into an alignment with your mission and your values. The second is finding the right partners. So this is not an exact science. Like me, you will, as an organization, especially if you just started, you're going to have a lot of those, like because people don't know you, they don't know what you do, and most of the time when we start an organization, if you are in the same boat as Sakengio, for example, we have to do a lot of work by ourselves, and sometimes outsourcing some of this work. But if you can finding the right partnership will mean you are being consistent and reaching out those you want to work with. Just not Don't stop by no, we don't want to collaborate this year. Probably you come back next year. Probably you come back next month. So I remember again, I can take as an example because it's our experience. When we first started working in Haiti for the tourism sector and stuff like that, we reach out to institution like Bible, and they always say no, no, because we didn't have leverage as an organization. We didn't have leverage as a team, but we keep going back and show them, as we making progress, we show them that this is what we have, and the same thing for you, for your organization. As you make progress, that's why, for example, in all those process, having a social media present is very important. Participating in networking meeting is very important because this is where you connect with people, you tell them about your vision, tell them about your mission, and you expose them to the work that you are doing. And any win that you have, you should communicate it to them as well as part of the conversation to bring them as a partner. I think third thing is develop a clear agreement. Clear agreement for me, it outline the role of the organization. What is your role? What is your organization roles? What you're going to give in that partnership, and what do you expect from the other partner? That means if you have those clear and you have clear objective for this partnership, you are more able to create a better and greater impact. Because if you go to a partner and you don't know what you want, like you say, okay, I want to partner with you. What for? And you don't even know where to start. You don't even know why you want partnership to be or how you want partnership to be. It's a fail. It's not going to be successful. So that's why even though you don't speak with a member of these organizations or member of this institution, it you need to create a clear agreement for the organization and capitalize on every single thing that you can offer as an organization, and also make a list of the things of your expectation and of course the objective of the organization. So make sure when you go, you understand exactly what you're going to ask for and what you can expect from another organization. So, and lastly, it's communicate regularly. Like I think we already addressed that. Make sure that into a partnership, you need to foster transparency. This is very important. Like, if I have a partnership with you, you should share what's going on with this specific project we partner with. So schedule consistent checking, or probably a monthly meeting to give reports. It's okay, we started this month, this is the result. And if there's an issue, you definitely need to address that promptly. Just don't let it become a big thing and then you get frustrated and you both get frustrated, and then the partnership end up in a very bad note. But I do believe if you keep up with the communication, if you keep up the transparency where you communicate to your partner what's going on, what you are doing, and ask them what they are doing, so you will be able to create something strong for your organization and for the community, of course, that you are serving. So, of course, there's no success if you don't have a way to measure all the step, all the, you know, all the movement happening in this partnership. So that's why it's important to establish clear KPI, not for your organization, but together as a partner. Um, Key performance indicator. That means, for example, let's say I'm in partnership with you, with your organization, and the goal, since we are in education, the goal is to, I don't know, probably pay school for 100 kids, right? So, and your responsibility into this partnership is to bring 50, is to pay for 50 or bring funding for 50, and I bring funding for 50. So and we also define a timeline where we're going to have this completed. So with this clear KPI, number of things, tasks that we need to accomplish with within the time frame. So it's better to go back and say, okay, so for this month we wanted to bring 100 donors for those kids, but unfortunately we only have 50. So now we can evaluate as partner what we are doing wrong and what we can do better. So of course, I already mentioned the report and celebration. you I mean, every single small step very important, and you should celebrate as a nonprofit, as an organization. Whether you had a goal to bring $100,000 as in donation or in partnership and grant, and then you get $20,000 for now. This need to be celebrated because this is the 20,000 that probably you didn't have. So Me, I'm a data person. A background is business intelligence, so I love data. I feel like um, probably data don't tell you the whole story, but it give you enough to create or to understand where you are as an organization and where you can go. Uh, so collect data, it's extremely important in the process, especially if you already established your key metric KPI, and having those data will definitely help you in understanding where you are in your in the objective that you put for the partnership and where you're going. So, no, we had the objective to bring 100 people. Now we have 50. So we have to put work to bring other 50 more and then evaluate and celebrate those wins. Analyze the result, and again, if you are a new nonprofit, even you are not too new, you understand that analyzing the result of your work is very important, because that's allow you to understand again if there's an issue, if there's things that you need to do and you are not doing, if there's a team member that need training, if there, all those things. I feel like by analyzing the result of the objective of the data of everything that you are doing, it allow you to understand where you are with the impact that you want to make in the community that you are serving. So I just approach. It's not a for me. Whatever project you are on the take is not a straight line, right? It's always you're going to have some difficulties. You're going to have some issues, and based on what happened, you might need to adapt your approach to things. And again, I can give you a real example coming from us. When we announced the Tourism Innovation Summit, I believe in 2019 and 2018, supposed to happen in 2019, and we had everything set, like book flight for the speakers, book hotels and stuff like that, and boom, November happened. And what happened, there was unrest, etc., all over Haiti, so we have to cancel almost everything, and reschedule. Now we have to come up with different approaches and how we're going to make this happen, how we keep up with the marketing, how we reduce some courses, how we do this, how we do that. So that allow us, and again, we were able to do that because we have a clear KPI is established. We understand where we are in the process by having those data. We analyze the result. And of course, after analyzing all the result and the impact that was, thing that happened that didn't depend on our organization, we have to adjust. We have to create other stuff, probably look for new funding, probably create other kind of partnership with other organization or businesses. So once you have all those, together, again, you will be able to measure the partnership and the impact you guys are making together. So that's probably some partnership success story that I put here. So I don't really have to dive into it. Again, I think you will have access to this document. We want to give you access to it. But again, think about education access initiative in Haiti or anywhere else. Like if you remember, I remember in the last cohort that we have something at South NGO called Global Connect, and we have this partnership with Google that allow us to develop a whole system for organizations that participate. And because of that, not only we save on costs, and we were able to strategically and directly impact those organizations that participate at this program. And we have another example, Community Health Coalition, and we have a lot of these, not only here in the US, but also happening in Haiti. So feel free to go and dive into it. We'll make sure you have this document. Uh, okay, you have this document. So again, uh, in a partnership, there can be some challenges as well, and you need to be ready. You need to understand that, whenever you're working with people, there more there must be there may be some challenges that you have to face. And why? Because sometimes we live in different communities, we have different backgrounds, we have and because of that different culture as well, things may happen. So I feel like in order to overcome those challenges, probably you need to have those clear breakdown in terms of, let's say, for example, misaligned expectation. Like if you develop an agreement with another partner and you had some expectation, you didn't put it in that agreement, that may cause a problem. Communication breakdown. I'm big in communication. Like, let's say, for example, I prefer, if I'm working with you or any organization, if things goes bad, or if there's something, that an issue that we cannot resolve, I need to know about it. It doesn't matter if if we can take care of it, but if it's an issue that can impact our partnership, we need to know about it and address it in a way that we can, you know, and and the way we can do that is by constantly communicating with each other, constantly communicate the finding, the issues, whatever's happening, and come down with transparency within the partnership. And lastly, you have the power imbalances. Some nonprofit, might be larger or bigger, depending on where they are in their journey. I feel like that's why it's so important, uh, you know, doing the first step of this partnership, that everything is aligned, and everyone understand what is their responsibility, all both organization, or if you are three partners, you all the organization involved in this agreement understand, what is the power that they have, what they can do, what they cannot do, etc. And it would be better for everyone involved in this agreement. So again, that I'm not going to dive too much into it, but also we give you a short action plan you can take if you want to develop a roadmap for your next partnership. Map your partner, identify partners that can be 3, 5, but it can be 10 or 20, depend of what you want to accomplish. Uh, yeah, and it's okay to make the first move. Like, as an organization, I always say, I mean, I work in sales for so long, over 15 years. I will make the first move. I will reach out to people. I will try to understand, how we can work together. It's okay to make the first move. It doesn't make you feel little as an organization, or because those people, they see what I'm doing. Sometimes people don't see what you're doing, especially if you rely on social media. Oh, I post every day. They should have known that I'm doing this kind of work in this community. Won't, right? Because the algorithm of this social media can be crazy sometimes. Now, people you don't interact with, you might think that they are seeing or viewing the progress that you are doing in the community or the work that you are doing. They don't. So it's okay if it's someone that you see an opportunity to work with, or an opportunity to work with. Please reach out, make the first move, say, yo, I love the way you work. I see how we align and the work that we are doing. How can we create a mutual benefit and share goal, partnership? And you don't have to start big. Because you just start as an organization, you don't have to be to AM, like such. Let's say, for example, Kellogg Foundation, they have the grant started at $100,000 or more. So you don't have to go as big. And okay, if you want to go big, it's fine. But I think the better strategy will be to start small and think big. Yeah, and long term, see long term partnership. Because again, I remember when we first started in Haiti with those kind of event that we do, we we could say, uh, because of the envergure or the magnitude of what we are doing, we won't take sponsor or partnership less than 20,000 or more. But we say, you know what? We understand that there are small businesses that want to make some move, that want to get into certain market, but they don't have the money power to do it. So what we do, we create something. While we create on something where if you have $1,000, you can actually pitch in as a small enterprise and work with us for, yeah, as you grow as a business, probably the better you can do in terms of funding the activities that we are doing. So, and again, this is not something that apply to every single event because there are more established events, there are more established organizations. But at the end of the day, it won't hurt if you choose to start small, but have a big picture. I think big than the way that you approach those partners and nurture the relationship. Again, you come up with communication. You take a first, you meet that person at a networking meeting, at an event, etc. Just make sure that when you go back to your house, you use your organization email to say thank you. It was nice meeting you, etc. I see your work, and probably mention some of if you make some research on their organization, say, I see you guys working in the South education. I love the work that you're doing so that people understand you're just not trying to get something from them, but you're really interested in, establishing a relationship, a partnership that can really serve the that we want to serve. Any question? I think, with that being said, it's definitely the end. Like I said from the beginning, it was going to be a very short, presentation. And we want to keep it short because we want people to enjoy it and have the opportunity as well and the time to ask the question, even networking. So thank you again for coming in today. And uh, remember, this is a huge network of organization of people working with different donors, with different partners, and we want to connect you through the SubNGO platform. And if you don't do it, if you are not on the website already, please go get a free membership and see the possibility because we have not only a lot more resources for you in terms of how you can, improve the work that you do with your organization, but we also have a directory of organization you can partner with. We also have a monthly grid. Uh, uh, I, I, let me stop and let Debbie tell more because she's handling more of those things. But thank you guys. I appreciate you here.
Please don't run away.
And if
Because
you have questions,
because right now you're literally running away and just chillax. Again, thank you for leading this conversation. And I would say I will recap some of what I've taken away from your presentation is the aspect of collaboration and partnership. As you with this particular slide, I kind of want to stay there where you're mapping your network, obviously, to identify 3 to 5 potential partners. It's a given that like whatever initiative that you're working on or whatever project you want to do, it's always best to research who's already doing what and who you would love to partner with. In our case, for us, partnership looks like share knowledge, share resources. It's like quid pro quo at the end of the day. In any partnership, it is a quid pro quo because at the end of the day, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You have something that I need, and I have something that you probably need. And if the other individual or organization does not see what it is that you have that can be of leverage to them, it's always best to assess what it is that your organization can offer to others and what you would like them to offer to you. What does a good partnership look like to you? Understand that not all partnership that you want to have will be met with positivity, or the other party will basically accept it as is. Make the first move, obviously. Nobody will wait for you, okay? At the end of the day, within our community, because we are in the Haitian community, I don't know if everyone is in the Haitian community, but one thing with our community that it is very hard to, I won't say network, it's very hard to impress one another or even to showcase what it is that we're doing because everyone is doing everything. It's a matter of creating leverage for yourself. That way you stand out, and that way that you can attract potential partners. And you should not only look into the Haitian community, you should look very broadly. That way you can see who can benefit you. Hey, if it's Kellogg's, that's great. If it's Focal, that's great. If it's Coca-Cola, that's great. At the same time, if it's like corporate sponsors like Songe Bank, like Unibank, like what other bank? Oh, Capital Bank, right? Am I correct? But
Yeah.
Capital, and then you have like other banks in Haiti, even though their form of partnership would look very much different than what a grantor, like a government grantor, would basically look like. But at the end of the day, it's for you to understand what it is that you're looking for from individuals, because at the end of the day, most partnership will not come with financial support. It will come with in-kind support where they actually offer you their services for free, or they can instead link you to an individual, an organization that will be more of an asset for you rather them. Start small and think big. And obviously, in any organization, you need to think big. Think outside the box. Don't restrict yourself to just Haiti. Don't restrict yourself to just, you could say you're only selling one product. Think big in a sense where right now we have like technology that are very much innovative, like AI, whereas one little mini idea, you can make it bigger just to see where it could go. Like in 5 years, how does your organization look like? In 10 years, what it is, the vision that you have for your organization, where is it going to be, and how are you going to get there? Nurture these relationships, because at the end of the day, in any relationship, it requires nurturing. It requires them feeling that you're not using them just for money or just for the connection. Like it feels like, basically don't just use me when you need me. Don't acknowledge me when I'm relevant. Just like, hey, just send a text, send a email, newsletter, just to keep them engaged. Because at the end of the day, like anyone, any human being wants a relationship. Now, we're opening the floor to anyone that has any questions to Davidson or to me. I'm all ears.
Not a question. Most
Yes.
likely, I just wanted to say thank you, guys. Thanks for keep pushing and then sharing your resources, sharing your knowledge, sharing your experience. That's one of the main things that I always admire from you too. So let's keep moving forward. Hopefully, we could create a better or bigger community that we could share our resources, and then that we could share as well our, knowledge. So thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
mean, while you did put yourself on the plate right there for everybody. And I do have a question for you though, Ali Luke, knowing that you are very much involved when it comes to collaboration and creating partnership, not only in the event space, but just in Haiti in general. You do also have a nonprofit that deals with education, educating the youth. Now, how do you
Hmm.
create partnership on the ground in Haiti?
I mean, at first, what we always do it's focus on our main goal, and then we always believe in one thing: to with them or without them, we're gonna make it. And then, as you just mentioned, we always start small, and then when we start small, it give result. And then by growing up, they see the needs to come and then to have a ears when you talk to them, because you don't need the goal might be really big,
Mm-hmm.
but to start, you start small and then you give results with what you're doing. And then you make sure that even if it's small, when they look at it, they see something that's moving forward, that's growing, what I mean? And then from that, when you go see them, you know that you have numbers, you have proof of what you've been doing, not only an idea. It has to start with an idea by making it happen. And then from there, it's easy. And then one of the main things that's really in our advantage, the fact that we've been doing a lot, and then when I say we've been doing a lot, means we started with this small, but we've been making sure that whatever that we touch and then we put serious on it, and then we put our hearts on it, and then we would make sure that it's sincere. Our actions really means what we're looking for, and then from that they do believe in, and they always bring come in and support it and whatever that whenever they can, and it's not that easy because between you and I for the last 20, 15, 20 years, each year you're gonna say that, let's hope next is gonna be better. How many times you say next is gonna be better, especially with you and Davidson with the different project that you guys have, we don't think that Haiti is gonna be worse than this year. Let's hope the best. And then in 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years, you see it getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then now there's some support, there's some partnership that's not really even exist anymore in Haiti. There's some companies that used to be there and then to support, they no longer exist in Haiti. And then when you used to go through the government, like Minister of Culture or Tourism or whatever that you used to deal with, and then nowadays someone is there for like 3 months, 4 months. By the time they understand why they there, they out. So you're dealing with a lot where you will have to always reevaluate your project,
Mm-hmm.
reevaluate your actions, and then how you're gonna move forward. But one of the main thing is we're gonna keep moving forward. It's it's not a goal. It's a must for us to not giving up, no matter the situation is, and what we choose to do, we're gonna do what we have to do.
I
Absolutely.
I love that.
Totally agree. Darlene Formosa, I see you're still here, but even though you don't have a question, it will be great to hear from you and what you are doing with your organization. Internet issues. It's okay. So again, you know, this is a space where we share knowledge, we welcome partnership, we work with a lot of organization. I would like to really take the time to thank you guys for joining today. We will have more of those. Make sure you connect with us through the website. Probably have a free membership that would give you access to our newsletter and all the resources that we are putting out there in every month.
And
So
I will add if anyone wished to, I guess, convert to like the individual or organization membership to reach out to get a special code, discounted code. That is if you want, we're not pushing it on you. At the end of the day, again, thank you for participating today. We do have another session on March 22nd where I will lead to go into our platform, basically for you to see the front end as well as the back end. And this will be included in our newsletter and should also then be in our website if you are already there. Again, thank you. This will be shared with everyone with the presentation. And if you have any follow-up questions, just always reach out. Thank you again.
all right, thank you guys. Have a nice one.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.